Let's take a look at some of the most viral moments of 2024. It's only February, and Ace Bailey may have already had the dunk of the year. Cooper and them pulled up to Memphis this weekend, and Coop caught a light body, and Mount Verde improves to 26-0. Y'all know what's crazy? We really got a 7-foot 7th grader before GTA 6. What are they feeding these kids? Chloe Spreen is having a monster senior season. The Alabama commit is averaging 21 points and 7 rebounds per game. She won the state championship last year, and now she's trying to go back-to-back like the Chiefs. With Saban retiring, she's gonna own Tuscaloosa next season. I know y'all remember those old movies, when the ball just seems to hang on the rim. This is one of those. Gamed him! Things got heated at the duel in the desert in Phoenix. Big fella thought he could get away with this in front of the ref. Probably the wrong guys to talk trash to. They really have the #1 junior and #1 sophomore on the same team. A lot of people would draft AJ DeBonta over Cooper Flagg. Don't sleep on this kid's potential. And Tyran Stokes is a true 16-year-old dominating prep schools like this. Tyran is 6'7", 225. Good luck stopping him coming down the lane. Check out Little Man. He wanted all the smoke. Flinching. Hey, but the buddy in the red wasn't backing down. That first one might have got him. Definitely nap time for the little buddy. So Colin Wade came down the lane and the seas parted. But what did he say after this dunk? I really need to know, lip reader experts. The big fella forgot he's not on the turf. He was in there protecting the pocket. And his teammate number 11 lost his tooth. So in the NBA, you would get fined for a flop like this. But just wait. Things get worse for number 13 in the white after the flop. I guess they call it junior varsity for a reason. He ends up getting volleyball spiked. This past weekend, Prolific Prep went viral for these warm-up dunks. Imagine being in high school and the other team warms up like this. Some people commented, nah, they super seniors. Or, I came down with a cough. You can see a ton of NBA players. Cade Cunningham and Moses Moody, just to name a couple. So it got me thinking, who did the viral warm-up dunk better? 2019 Mount Verde or 2024 Prolific Prep? Roshan Burns had his right arm amputated when he was just 8 months old, but that's not stopping him from getting buckets. Last season, Roshan averaged 24 points per game and is also putting up numbers this season. His main sport is actually football. The senior also has 3 football offers. This was our first time filming him, and he did not disappoint. He put up an impressive 21 points, and his team got the dub. Now his video went crazy on our platform, but when Overtime posted him, it went to a whole nother level. Be on the lookout for Roshan Burns and Beechcroft the rest of the season. Now this is crazy. He had his hand up and dude gave it a kiss. Pause. Let me run that back. He hit the nice little midi though. The year is early, but this kid has some of the best celebrations so far. Check out this one. Stomp. This one is funny because you could tell he thought about it for a second. Alright man, just like we practiced. Hit him with a silencer. Kentucky commit Travis Perry became just the 10th player in history to accumulate over 5,000 points in high school. He's currently averaging almost 30 points a game. What do you think about him taking over the Reed Sheppard role? Sheppard is clearly going to go to the league next year as a lottery pick. Kentucky's going to need that sharpshooter. It's going to be fun to watch him next year. Speaking of video game-like numbers, have you guys been watching what Eli Ellis is doing in OTE? He's had multiple 50-point games. And on top of that, he has the YNG Dreamers #1 in Strictly B-Ball's OTE rankings. He may just be the best scorer in all of high school basketball. Jack McCaffrey is the top-ranked player in Iowa, and for good reason. He's the son of Iowa head coach Fran McCaffrey. At 6'7", Jack can really do a little bit of everything. That fadeaway jumper is money. ESPN currently has him ranked as 60th in the 2025 class. I would not be surprised if he shot up in the rankings. Toby Fournier is the best female dunker of this generation. The 6'2" forward from Canada put on a show in Ohio. At the Classic in the city, she averaged 21 points and 13 rebounds, just dominating on both ends. She's going to Duke next year. Before that, you might see her in the 2024 Olympics, playing for the Canadian national team. The world's tallest teenager and the #1 point guard in high school have been putting on a show at IMG Academy. 7'7" Olivier Ryu doesn't put up crazy numbers, but he's always good for a few clips. He's virtually unstoppable once he gets the ball in the paint. And junior point guard Darius Acuff is ranked #4 overall in the 2025 class. It's almost like he sees the game in slow motion. Now, I don't believe in calling kids pros when they're in high school, but if anybody fits the mold, it's gotta be Darius Acuff. This kid is special. I don't know what's going on with the AAU these days, but my guy Bryce at Elite Mixtapes caught this hilarious clip of this 4-year-old running out on a 10-year-old game. His team was up big, but they thought they needed to add the secret weapon. Little man gets back on defense better than some NBA players. This kid was coming for Ace Bailey's Dunk of the Year candidate. Bodied him and the stare down. So they call this kid Mullet Mamba. 8th grader Carson Gary is a fan favorite. He goes into the city to play some dogs from Waterloo. Carson held his own, but Gianni Gary, Jaden Perkins, and Davion Vanarsdale were too much to handle. Mullet Mamba lost this one 55-42. Alright, so I'm going to end this video with 3 buzzer beaters, but they get increasingly more impressive. First, you have Quentin Volts for the game. Now this next one wasn't for game, but he drew the contact and shot it from almost half court to get the 4-point play. That was an impressive shot by JJ Mandequit. Last but not least, Andre Pasha with a full court shot to seal the game. This is insane. Imagine going back to school after you hit this shot. This kid is going to be the man on campus. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.